Come on, let's talk about this. In the underspin and topspin of this receiver. Backspin and topspin inside. When we backspin this friction, you must see him. Ball to racket contact this. What's the key to him? Touch this. Is it real friction or fake friction? What is real friction for the next ball? What is false friction? The first Hodgin friction is the wrist finger rotation. You see. Turn. He either turns from back to front, or you're going from top to bottom. You see. Here's the first one. Top. The second is from the back to the front. The second approach is from the back to the front. The first type is from top to bottom. Did you see? He regards these two as real friction movements. True friction action. So what is fake friction? The first is that we are in the process of sending. His fingers and wrists are motionless. You see, like this. Okay, top and bottom. You can see there's no change in his wrist. Back to front, his wrist hasn't changed. Nothing has changed, right? Okay, so we're in this friction process. We must first recognize his... Is friction real? This is very important. Some seem to be applied from top to bottom. Force from back to front. But in fact, his wrists are not accelerating at all. Fingers, wrist changes, no acceleration whatsoever. Okay, that's number one. What about the second point? That's when he's rubbing. You must keep an eye on his hitting position. If he was on the top half of the racket, look at this point, then he must be hanging up or hanging down. If he rubs the bottom half of the racket, look at his ball. Rub on the lower half of the racket. Then this ball is very likely to be a hanging ball. This is the third point to consider multidimensionality. When we judge this kind of ball, I want you to know that the friction on this hand, it has something to do with the position of his friction ball. It's because the backspin is not the same as the side spin. The force of the side spin he has to go up. He can finish. On the side, he goes up and down. That's a fake, but he still has the ball and racket. He can't change, but up and down. He can drag it to the bottom of the ball. You are like this ball. He doesn't turn the ball either. You see, he also shoots He doesn't turn the ball either. So judging backspin and backspin, two very crucial points. It's number one, did his wrist really rub? Is the wrist really rubbing? It's really spinning. Really turn. The second is to touch the ball. Look at the friction ball this time. Where did he rub the racket? Because Xiao Han also simulated it just now. Normally he can't serve. He can also drag to the bottom of the ball. You see, the ball doesn't spin at all. He can also drag to the bottom of the ball. So when we judge top spin and bottom spin, the friction surface of the ball is not very critical, because you can't send it yourself. I can also drag to the bottom of the ball. I send it around. I can also drag it to the bottom of the ball. So it spins up and down. Can't you do it this way? Do not look at the position of the contact friction ball, but a side spin will do. Only backspin and upspin are not allowed. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Judging whether to turn or not is nothing more than a few kinds. The first is top to bottom. Rub like this. I'll send you two for you to take a look at. Many people send underspins like this. Bottom up, top down. You see, top to bottom. The second is to look from the back to the front. Rub from back to front. Just these two. So let's judge him specifically. That's when the ball makes contact with the racket. Are his fingers and wrists moving? Look at 1. 2. Has it turned? 12. Let's take a closer look. Okay, let's take a closer look. This is called rotation. You can see it. It's called rotation. This one is flat friction. Friction from back to front. The second is top to bottom friction. It's all about the friction between the top and bottom spins. So let's watch him touch the ball again. His wrist turns to the end. Did you move? Is it turning? Can you see it? Is it turning well? So if he's touching the ball, look. No action. Finger, wrist, no movement. Just use your forearm. See if you can turn it by rubbing it with your forearm. It can be turned. But what about his strength? It will be much different from the turn. So we're touching the ball here, you see. If he says his fingers and wrists are not moving. And we can determine that rotation. Not very strong. The straight plate and the horizontal plate are the same. But if he makes this move, we have to pay attention. It represents the rotation of his serve. That's pretty strong. Second, when we touch the ball, you have to see the top half of the racket. The top half of the racket. If it's the top half, we just don't turn around. If it's the bottom half of the racket, we are a turnaround. Combine these 2 points to judge, because he can rub the bottom of the ball without spinning it. So don't look at where the friction ball is, because he has some, will be affected by certain fake actions. Okay, that's good. Let's do it now. Let's simulate 2 actions first. 2 actions. Take a look at which action is the top choice. The first one. Second. Okay. Tell me about it. Well, let's talk about which one is topspin. Can you see it? Is it more obvious now? The second one. Others said that the first one still didn't see it. The ball just now is the second ball selected. Be sure to read carefully. Be sure to look at him carefully. Look at this carefully. You can definitely tell whether he turns or not. Okay, let's do it again. I'm so close. We're going to be wrong again. That really shouldn't be it. I beg your pardon. Lower global and upper global. One goes up and down like this. One is before and after. I'll do it slowly now. This action is rotating. Is this action rotating? This action doesn't work. This action doesn't work. Don't move your fingers. Relatively speaking, the rotation of this ball will be much weaker. So let's look again. 2 actions. Which action doesn't turn? Okay. Which action doesn't turn? Take a look at the first one. Second. Okay. Communicate. Which action doesn't turn? A lot better this time. More right this time. Do you see it now because we are live? So everyone is very far away from my camera. What do you mean? Very close. It's right? Very close to my camera. So can everyone. I carefully observed Xiaohan's hand movements. Can you see the movement of my hands? You can see the movement in this position. So, you know, I'm this close. I don't focus on God. I'm not paying full attention. I'll be wrong, right? So I'm standing opposite your opponent. Be sure to keep a close eye on this area. It's from his forearm down to the beat. What was the intent behind his movements? What is the way he rubs? Okay, then let's have another one. From above to below. Now let's judge again. The first one. Second. Okay, let's judge which one is going to the world. Okay.